Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the Sports Ramble YouTube channel. And we are here for the post-match review for Manchester United versus Brighton and Hove Albion at the Amex Stadium. Guys, if you guys watched the last video, you'll know that my predictions was 2-0 Manchester United. What was that game? What was wrong with United? What was wrong with, everything was going wrong for United. I expected it to be in a convincing win, but instead we were just dominated. Not actually dominated. We still scored 2 goals. The end result was 3-2, but yeah, losing to a team such as them and at this early stage of the competition is just not acceptable. United really needs to get their priorities straight and just get to work, because now they can't afford more losses like this, even though right now it's really early. And but Manchester City, I haven't actually had a look at the standings yet, but Manchester City are doing really well relatively. But if you watched the preview, I said that United also lost against Brighton. The last time they met, it was a 1-0 defeat, and yet again. So it's not good, happy days right now at Old Trafford, obviously. But next week the match is against Tottenham. But let's not talk about that right now. So guys, it is going to be at Old Trafford, and let's get to this match now. It did seem like Manchester United were obviously going to do better. For the first half, Brighton did do most of the attacks. I'm going to get to the proper stats in just a second, but and really early on, it was about, I think, minute 7, 8, or maybe even 9, Lukaku had a chance and he missed. It was not an assist. He was getting in there. He could have done that, and it was a ball gone too high, and it wasn't a pretty sight. It wasn't pleasant at all. Before I get on to everything else, I'm just going to go and have quickly read and go through the match statistics. Here we go. It was possession wise, we had the upper hand. We had 67.7% of the possession. They had 33.3%. Shots on target, we both had 3. Brighton had 3 and United also had 3. When it comes to shots, they had 6 shots, we had 9 shots. And when it comes to touches, they had 460, we had 772. Passes, they had 281 and we had 570. Tackles were 28 for them and 13 for us, surprisingly. When it comes to clearances, it was 17-17, and corners were 3 for them, 3 for Brighton and 5 for United, and offsides were 2 each. So of the majority of everything, we did have the upper hand on them when it comes to possession, shots and chances, but in the end they weren't utilized, they weren't used wisely, and in the end that's what didn't allow us to win. And the goal scorers for us were Lukaku and Paul Pogba. Lukaku scored it with an assist from Luke Shaw in the 34th minute. At first, when I saw that, I thought it was Luke Shaw who did his second goal in his second match of the season. But in the end, it was Lukaku who got it done for United. And at that time, I think it was going 2-1, or maybe even 3-1. I don't remember. But it wasn't the best first half, of course. And the second goal, which happened in extra time, I think it was 4 minutes into extra time, it was Fellaini tangled with one of their players, and that caused a penalty against them, and Pogba took it and managed to do it, but in the end it wasn't much help, because United lost by one more goal. it was G Murray who, and when it comes to their goal scorers, it was G Murray, S Duffy, and Pierre Gross. I don't know if forgive me because I don't know their full names. I have like a list of things that I'm supposed to talk about here, and it was in the 24th, 27th, and 44th minute, and Gross scored it through a penalty, and so did Pogba in 90 plus 5 minutes. Lukaku was like substituted later on for, it was Rashford or Lingard, but yeah, he wasn't up to his game and he could have done much better. And De Gea, goalkeeper, he was good. He did save it a couple of times. Brighton's players did do a couple of high shots which could have been risky for them, but in the end they did recover. In the final seconds, as I said, they did, scored. Fellaini tangled with one of their players. Martial got a yellow card. And not much to say, really. They, tackle-wise, in my opinion, Brighton were the better team when it comes to tackles. They had more tackles. They had 28, as I said before. And we had 13. Just 13 tackles. They were not, like, Brighton weren't afraid of, like, going for it. Whereas I thought Man United were a little hesitant to go for that whole, tackle. And that's what cost them today. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. It hasn't been, of course, a bright weekend by any means for United. Next week, as I said, they're against Tottenham, and they really need to pick up the pace if they want to, get a grip on and, actually if they have a chance of fighting for the title, they need to, at least do good in these opening matches so they can, get a idea of where they are, their position by November. But that's been my review, guys. Not much really to say. It was like a pretty obviously not straightforward match, but yeah, it was a shock of a match. But yeah, guys, that's all for today, and I think this is going to be the last football video I'll make this week. Do make sure, guys, to like and subscribe, and on Thursday or maybe Friday, I will be releasing my preview video for Manchester United versus the Spurs, the Tottenham Spurs. Which is on Tuesday. I'm going to be getting my preview video out for that. And in this week, I'm also going. It's also the Belgian Grand Prix, so I'm also going to be getting those videos out real soon. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share, rate it, and until then, goodbye.